This is my last video for 2019. I'm really excited to share it with you because one of my favourite things to do is just to review and recap, look back, give thanks for the year that's been, especially before I move on to the next thing and creating the next vision for not only the next year but for the next decade. So, what can we leave behind in this 2019 so we can move forward for 2020? If you would like, I'm willing to share it with you. I would recommend getting a pen and a paper or a notepad, and I will call out the 4 steps to review 2019. And step number 1 is things that I'm proud of, things that you did last year that you could look and think, wow, I'm really grateful I got that opportunity, or I'm really proud that I, made that happen. Whatever it may be, how big or small, it doesn't matter. Just something that you can look and say, wow, I did that. And there has to be, there'll be something, again, no matter how big or small. If you like, I can share some examples that I am really proud of for my year. The first one would be creating the Soul Retreat. For those of you that went, you will remember it was just an amazing weekend where women got together. We were learning about mind, body and spirit. It was really amazing. It was something that I've been dreaming about doing for years, and I actually got to do it, so that felt really good. And the next one was on my bucket list. I had a few lists of people that I wanted to meet. Last year I got to meet Tony Robbins, who's a big role model for me, someone who's taught me a lot, and just getting to meet him in person instead of watching YouTube videos and going to seminars, just getting to talk to him, it felt really good. And getting to meet Roma Downey as well, an actress from Derry, which was really life-changing. She was great. But just knowing that they're quite accessible and friendly, and I don't like putting people on a pedestal, or I wouldn't say I get starstruck by anybody, because I just think they're no better than me and I'm no better than them. They just have something different to add and bring. So it felt good to check that off the list for my 2019 goals. And then another one would just be the journey with a band, with I Am, and we got to go to Germany. And again, I did these exercises at the start of last year and created a whole list of things that I wanted to do, and being able to tick them off and getting that dopamine blast was just amazing. And I'm excited to share those steps with you and things that I did to make that happen. But first things first is just the review, which is what we're doing now. So that's step number 1, things that I'm proud of. Step number 2, what did I learn? What was the biggest lesson from 2019? Maybe some of you have to learn the hard way. If you're anything like me, I've had to learn the hard way a lot. Just a lesson that really was a game changer for you. I'm going to share mine, which was the difference between fulfillment and achievement. They say success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. So it's easy to say, oh, I've done this, this and this, but if you can't live on a day-to-day of being happy and just having that peace and the well-being of just be still, I think learning that and valuing that over any achievement was the best lesson that I learned, and something that I have to grow in. And really, it's a discipline to find the fulfillment in something, and not always just being striving, achieving, go, just in the everyday simplicity that we can find joy and peace. So that was one of my favorite lessons from 2019. And the third question, what am I willing to let go of moving into 2020? What can I leave behind in 2019? Some things that's not serving you. Maybe it's just resentment. It could be even anger that's not serving you. Things that you've been holding on to. For example, it's always good to give an example. My favorite thing that I want to let go of is my fear of the opinions of others. I don't want to care what people think, and just to be free from the opinion of others, and to be able to have the courage to go and live life, and to do what I want. And even something as simple as creating a video, I can be the biggest critic. You're also the biggest critic of yourself, but even with other people, just my attention span, I'm like, flick, next, I'm bored, and having that mentality is something that would it could scare me of what would people think, even with me creating this video right now. But I don't care. I want to do it anyway, and it's feel the fear and do it anyway. So that was number 3. What would I be willing to let go of? So it's the opinion of others, just to be free from that. Any resentment that I could let go of would be, I think, being part of the church, personally part of the Catholic Church, there can be things within it that I could hold resentment towards or judgment towards and think, I would have done that better, or I don't like how they do this, and tend to complain. And another lesson that I learned this year again is, any church has a divine mystery and it also has human. And within human, there's that flaw that's not perfect. And when you bring them both together, how could you expect a perfect church when it's got human in it? Of course, it's going to have flaws in it. I think the mistake that we make is that we're looking for a perfect church, and it doesn't exist. It's got the flaws, and even as simple as sometimes when I am at different services and the music might not be what I would like and I'm complaining or whatever, if I believe people deserve excellence, people deserve beauty, and I can get quite hard on the church for not providing that, not delivering that, and just think, we deserve more, and this kind of high level of demand, just that I can release that resentment and just be at peace with it is what it is. So that's what I want to let go of for 2019, just all the judgment, bitterness and resentment towards the church or towards the fear and the opinions of others as well. So that's number 3, really good one of my favorites. Number 4 is what story or limiting belief that you tell yourself over and over again, the thing that plays in your head, the limiting belief that's kind of deep underneath. Maybe you don't say it every day, but it's something it's that wee voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not ready, you don't have what it takes, nobody cares what you think. All these wee beliefs that we hear. Again, I want to be open and sharing with you my experiences, and I think that's really important. One of my underlying beliefs is that I'm not good enough and that I don't have what it takes, and I know that's a lie. It's not true. And people say, oh, I'm not ready. Like, when will you ever be ready? You just have to kind of put yourself out there and do it. And so that's my 4th one, is the feeling and the story, the underlying belief. What's yours? So just have a wee think about that one. It can hide deep down. Take your time with it. So recap: number 1, what things am I proud of? Number 2, what have I learnt? Number 3, what am I willing to let go of? And number 4, what's the limiting belief or the story? I hope you find this helpful. It's really helped me. I am ready to rock now for my 2020 vision. I'm going to come back tomorrow with a video on the vision workshop and how to set goals for 2020, and it's really, really good, and especially when you get to check it off the following year, everything that you've overcome or that you've done and set your mind to. So tune back in and we'll do the next stage of this exercise, which is the vision workshop. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye.